Welcome back to the Forever World. Today, we're going to be continuing this library, okay? I got about like 15 billion books to rebuild this thing with, or continue to build this thing with. And yeah, it's pretty empty in here. If you don't remember, we were using St. John Ryland's library to basically use as a template sort of for this building. And I think it came out pretty cool overall. I think it's very muddy, as you can tell. But yeah, I'm thinking each one of these windows is going to have another... Each one of these windows is going to be like a room of sorts. Then you have this side, which is going to be the same. It's going to be filled with books all over the place. Should be good. Should be good. But yeah, today honestly, man, I just want a relaxing Minecraft day. That's really all I want today. What did I want to do? Nothing. So relaxing Minecraft day of just chill. You gotta study. You gotta take a nap. This is the time, bro. I got all these ambient sounds and everything. Things will continue moving. One thing they don't tell you about pursuing your dreams is one of these. You encounter such random problems along the way. Like, I can't even describe to you the amount of delicate fuckery that I had to go through just to make sure the Forever World could run today. It was actually insane. So yeah, if you start chasing your dreams... What did I come here for? I came here for wood. If you start chasing your dreams, just remember... There's going to be so many moments where you want to just break everything in sight. And it is important to remember that you shouldn't do that because, well, things are expensive. And I'm saying this as if I've actually ever done that. I have not ever done that, actually. But, you know, I've come very close a few times. Also, why am I not wearing my armor? I'll put my netherite armor back on that's about to break. So, yeah. If you got something you guys want to talk about, you got something on your mind, ladies and gentlemen, let's discuss. I'm here to yap and yap and yap. I don't think I have any crafting tables. Let me grab one. No, we had a nice smooth 5 seconds there and we're back to this. But it's okay. It's okay, we're rolling with it. I refuse to let this lag be the reason that we can't get things done. Let's see. Well, from what I remember from that library, basically there was two paths over here that were basically red carpet, and each of these had, I guess it was some sort of, oh man, I forgot. I forgot the mud. I don't know if I actually need mud though. No, that's a lie. I definitely need mud. I was gonna try and do a video where I don't cut, and I realized that the amount of times I would have to cut just to avoid myself making the same trip 10 billion times because I forget to grab something is just ridiculous. What do you do when no girl ever likes out? Emperor Frederick, I think you need to start learning how to speak English more properly. I think that's what you should do first, and instead of get your money up, get your language up, not your women up. That's what I say to your predicament right there. There's no way we really have 12 mud bricks, right? Also, we have shulker boxes. I don't know why I'm not using them. Let's put all the wood and stuff in here. I think that should be enough. We'll take these as well, and those. Should be good to go. Why am I depressed when nothing is wrong with my life? That is the age-old question, my friend. I think depression is just one of those things where, honestly, the more time you have to think about it, the more depressed you get sometimes, because it's all in your head, right? Depression as a concept is very much an in-your-head concept. And it's very hard to tackle it when you don't really know what's going on. I guess we're going back to get more wood. Because I want to use birch wood. Oh my god. Well, there goes my hope for not cutting this video. Yo, you got that girlfriend glow. No, yes, but also, it's also this light here. Birch is the most underrated wood. I beg to differ. Especially with the amount of wood of birch I have here. You know what? I'm probably gonna need a bunch of these. So, we'll just take it. Oh. It's my favorite pieces of rotten flesh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is exactly what we needed. Alright, let's put all the birch in here. Let's put all the building blocks in here that we're not actively using. Matter of fact, let's put all the items that we're not using in here. Because why the hell do I have 3 different pickaxes on me right now? I don't even need a shovel. All I need is an axe. And that, arguably, that's the only thing that I have on me that's not being used effectively. So where did the... There we go. It's good enough there. Alright, now let's start taking some of these books. Jesus, we have so many of them. So much knowledge in these walls. That's all. Oh my god, I need so many planks. Holy shit. Alright. I was unfamiliar. Alright, 42 each. Stack of, yo. My birch reserves are gonna be depleted so quickly. Alright, we have a stack and a half of books. That should be good enough for now. Now, it might be worth to actually get Silk Touch on this axe than to do anything else. Because I would rather not have to break the stupid... Yeah, if I'm breaking each of these bookshelves every time, if I want to place things differently, I'm cooked. Also, where did I leave the damn horse? Gustavo has been left somewhere to frolic and do nothing. Oh, there he is. Gustavo, I'm gonna use you for transport back and forth very shortly. And you know what? Let's bring Raw Dog with us. It's been a while since we talked to Raw Dog. How you doing, buddy? How's the family? How's the wife? How's the kids? I know you have none of those things, but it is a lot more interesting to ask you that rather than not to ask you that. Okay. I came here for what purpose? Does anyone remember? I'll take this red wool because I'm going to need it, and these lecterns. However, I came here for what purpose? Ah, yes, to Silk Touchify my axe. Okay. So, there's another axe right here. I don't think we have any OP axes, to say the least. So, let's create ourselves a nice enchanted axe. Let's repair these two. Boom. I'm breaking 3. You know what? We'll give it efficiency too. I'm not too worried about what the hell we put on this. Let's give it one of the silk touches. Do we have any sort of no. Okay. I'm gonna read your comments in just a second, guys. Let me just... Boom. Fortune 1 and efficiency 2. Okay, I saw what... And then we put... I saw Raw Dog, and I thought I was getting attacked by a mysterious entity. In any case, let's put silk... Can you not silk touch an axe? Chad, am I an idiot? Can you not silk touch an axe? Bro. Can't silk touch with fortune. So, this is how this day is gonna go, isn't it? This is just... This, you know what? I don't even care at this point. Give me my XP back. We're running this back. Do not give me fortune. Unbreaking is fine. Oh my god. What a waste. Of all the things that could have happened there, that was the thing that chose to happen. Alright, so... Someone said... Jaren said, my boyfriend and I went through a rough spot. He came over this past weekend. We had fun, did some heavy talking for me. Did some heavy talking. And for me, things were good. Now he wants space for his mental. Advice. He wants space for his mental... I don't understand what that means. In the slightest. Does he want space from you? Space for him, like... I struggle to understand what your boyfriend means by that. You said he had a mental breakdown? Alright, then give him a few days to cool off and see what happens. There's not really much you can say to that. I mean, that's a very vague thing. It sounds like in some way it doesn't even have anything to do with you. But who knows? Okay, now we're back. Let's start with this bottom floor here. I think we're gonna do some of the windows like so. Alright, we have silk touch, right? Yes? Okay. So who's knocking on my door? Can I assist you? Did anybody invite you? The library is not open for business yet. Neither is it to you, my friend. You know what? Doors are being barred shut. I don't even have enough blocks for this. People are being very, very rude. Okay, as I was saying. Okay, so if we start like this, you know what? We might not even have to make. Oh, day 500. Wow. Interesting. Okay. We might not even have to make these walls. We can just do this all as a bookshelf. But I don't know if I love that just yet. Let's try one wall with and without. And as a matter of fact, let's. Oh, I just smacked a mosquito. Get fucked, pal. Get absolutely fucking obliterated. You're allowed to cough. All right. Now that I've taken care of the intruder, let's go. Let's continue what we're doing. There's a few things that need to happen. First of all, these need to be arches. So maybe it's not going to be a full bookshelf thing, but where is this? Let's try this. I would continue this like this for now. The problem with this is that if you make bookshelves here all the way up, you sort of lose a lot of space. Let's look up this library again and see. Well, for one, there's a lot more detail than whatever the fuck I'm doing. Oh, I see how this works. Okay. I think I'm doing this a little too symmetrical. There's actually not supposed to even really be walls here. It's kind of supposed to be mostly books and bookshelves randomly placed. But the arches are supposed to be there. Ain't that right, Raw Dog? Yes, it is. Nico, what made you join YouTube? Honestly, you know, I keep saying that my inspiration for YouTube was Sky Does Minecraft, but you know what? It was actually not. It didn't really start with him. It kind of started with those Lego stop motion videos. Those shits were the best. Like, I used to watch this guy named Michael Hickok's films religiously. He had the smoothest, cleanest animations known to man. Something like this. This looks ugly right now, but give it time and it will look fabulous. Ooh, wait, we might be onto something here. It's not quite there yet. We have some sort of an idea going. I think I need to make one arch first and then figure out what exactly. Like, I don't hate that one. It's not like the best thing. This looks interesting visually. Sort of has that like zigzag going. Stairs? Maybe. Honestly, yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of stairs first. There's about to be a stone cutter somewhere. Nico, can I see that plushie you have in the back? Yes, this is my friend Miney. I conceived them with my girlfriend about a month ago. And then we have another child here, called this one is Pancake. It's a pink axolotl that I got from my girlfriend. And then yes, but the axolotl is too thick. Pancake is too thick to fit over there. Let's see now. I came here for a goddamn stone cutter. I keep getting distracted by the fact that the frame rate of this thing is -4 per second. But you know, thank God for me buying a fucking gaming laptop. So, does anybody know what I did with my stone cutter? It's my next objective to figure out. The gaming guys, you're not hearing the laptop right now. You're hearing the air conditioner. I can't do anything about the air conditioner, unfortunately. The laptop isn't even in range to be heard because I'm using a monitor. It was in my enchanting room. The stone cutter? No, it's not. There's a grindstone in there. You know what? I'm just making a new one. I genuinely do not care. No, watch. It's not even gonna work for what I need, right? Oh, it does work. Okay. Anyway, we'll figure it out. How about a magic trick? I'm not exactly convinced. I do want a slab. Where did the stone cutter go? Honestly, maybe doing the mud brick wall is doing too much. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I just put it up here. kind of like that, right? I mean, maybe this. See, now it looks more castle-like. Okay, we'll go with this for now. I'm sure I'll decide to change it again a billion times. All we gotta do now is repeat this thing a couple times. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It's not bad. It's not bad. Run it one more time. I think you might be in the way, my friend. Oh, nope. Something wrong. Something bad has occurred here. And then... Oh, actually, wait. No, it's better without the half slab. Boom. And now, there might be one more thing we can do. Maybe it's like down here. No, too circular. Although it doesn't match the theme of that Eye of Ender thing up there. I don't know. What I definitely don't like, I don't like the idea of these books being as such. I don't know, it kind of irks me. And the other thing, there's not as much texture on the books now because with the concept of chiseled bookshelves, whoa. Okay, then. I'm kind of... that was some lag right there. Maybe putting this on turbo mode is a little much. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to check my computer every so often because this thing might just burn out on me. It's at 95. It's chilling. Just chilling at 95 degrees Celsius. This thing could boil an egg very well. Honestly, I should try and boil an egg on it. I mean, fry an egg. But, we needed chiseled bookshelves. Oh, so let's get more wood. Like, oh, you gotta be kidding me with that. Yeah, nice. I don't need slabs. No. Thank you. Let's make 32. We're gonna need them anyway. So, yeah, let's replace these. I kind of like the color contrast better. Even though... Oh, no, it's the same wood. Never mind. And now we just take the books and do it manually. Now, the problem with doing it manually is it takes 50 business years to do. However, for the culture, we're going to do it anyway. Oh, my God. I'm going to have to do this, like... You know what? Let's just fill them for now. We'll keep, like, a couple empty once in a while. See, that looks way more interesting and way more color accurate than what's been going on. Oh, wait, it's the same thing. Dude, Mojang, is it the same color book in a row? Oh, man, you guys fucking suck. This is like something they could have actually sat and done to make things look more interesting, but God forbid, right? Alright, whatever. It's kind of gonna look like this anyway. That pisses me off. That grinds my gears, I cannot lie to you. In any case, I must look at this inspiration once more to remember what this shit looks like. There's like some sort of design over there. There's lanterns hanging from these things, kind of. They're not lanterns, but they're like There's like candle something. It's like a candle that's sitting on a... I mean, they're not actually candles. They're lights, normal lights now, but... Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to design one full one of these. One full one of these. And come back to figure that out. We'll use torches for now. Because I want to see... I guess I would have to go like here. Create some sort of a lantern situation. But yeah, let's go upstairs. Come on, Notch, fix that shit. Fun fact, Notch hasn't been at Mojang at least, like, since like 2013. Okay. So now... So these are technically all connected. So let's see what that looks like. It looks fine. It's not great, but then we make... Then it has to happen again. Same concept. Oh my god, I can't, I don't remember what this looks like. Alright, I don't have the third person view model for that. Oh, I put it in the wrong spot! Oh, that is hurting my OCD. Reminder to do your Duolingo today, chat. Bro, I've ignored the Duolingo word for so long. Bro's actually outside my house asking for ransom. My family has been locked up in a cage for weeks now. And honestly, dude, they're gonna stay there because we're trying to lock in this YouTube shit. Yeah, sure, this is what I was going for. Let's grab some scaffolding real quick. Okay. So now, one full of these. That doesn't suck complete balls, honestly. I think I might need fences here, though. That looks quite ugly there. I see. Perhaps we shall not do that. We could do slabs. That would be quite dangerous for people overall. But you know what? Fuck those people. They can figure it out. Let's put down this shulker box as my temp shulker box with all the crap that I, for whatever reason, still have in my inventory is. Monkey see, monkey do. What is this noise? Yeah. I mean, sure. For once, I'd like to not leave something that I have in the middle of the room where I can't reach it. That'd be nice. Be quite effective, actually. Let's make a bunch of these. $30 should be enough. Probably more fences as well. The Enderman is helping? Yeah, by placing dirt in my fucking oh, okay. Thank you, Enderman. Happy Black History Month. We don't need that. Yeah, dare attack me. I don't dare. Please. Please give me a reason. The only reason I haven't killed you is because I didn't feel like dealing with you. But I will. Needn't you worry, I will. What did I think I was doing there? Did I think I was doing something cool there? Absolutely not. Brother, move move your skinny leg out the way. Nico better be streaming in 45 minutes when I come home from work. Hey Siri, set a timer for 45 minutes. Alright, so... Wait, where is it? Hold on. Where'd it go? So... you know what? I'm not gonna dox myself. I don't wanna... I don't want you guys to see anything on my phone screen that will accidentally show my exact location. Would I have your zip code? Right now, I don't know if I have one of those. Actually, we do. How do you know? Bros, my dad is my mom is kinda homeless. What does speed went up to these days? Does anyone know? Actually, no. I don't give a fuck about that. Let's talk about something with meaning, shall we? Let's talk about. I don't know. I don't really have a topic I wanted to talk about today, but you know what? Whatever life advice questions you guys have, shoot them at me. Let's see what y'all got today. Hit me with your best stuff. How do I build so good? Well, I don't think I build amazing. I think I build okay sometimes. Once in a while, I do this thing where I can figure out shapes in an arrangement that looks good. Other than that, not really. What's my opinion on Yum shipping? I don't know what that is, and honestly, I don't think I want to know. Okay, Raw Dog. I'm gonna need you to sit the fuck down. Alright, thank you. Okay. Nico, how do I leave a friend who isn't good for me? You say, and I quote, "Bye, Felicia," and never speak to them again. But now, in all seriousness, how do you leave a friend that's not good for you? It's... Well, you can do a couple of things. You can slowly back off and kind of ghost this person, but that's not the nicest thing you can do. But some people don't like confrontation, and that's fine. You could also directly just say, look, I don't think our ways of thinking are aligned. I don't like the way you do this. I think we should just, you know, avoid hanging out for a little bit. But I don't know, direct approach doesn't really... I don't love the direct approach of telling someone that I don't want to hang out with them anymore. It's what one of my friends did with me, I guess possibly former friend, is that he straight up was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be hanging out with anyone for a while. And I was just like, really? You're not going to be hanging out with anyone for a while? I'm like, okay. It's just, you could have just told me to fuck off. Actually, now that you mention it, maybe I do like the direct approach a little bit more. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I think yeah, just tell people that you don't fuck with them, bro. Just do it in a nice way so that they don't get, I don't know. Unless you just hate this person and you don't ever want to speak to them again for a reason that is very personal that you don't want to disclose. In which case, I don't think it really matters. Hey Nico, why am I getting ads in the middle of the stream? Also, did you post a mod pack of the last couple of videos yet? No, because I had to rebuild this mod pack. And why are you getting ads? So that I can make money! Why do you think you're getting ads? Well, not just me, so that YouTube and I can make money. That's kind of how this world works. Unfortunately, lads. We all must find a way to stay afloat, as they say. Um, why did you choose psychology as your major slash minor in college? I remember you said you did a long time ago with film, I think. Psychology was my minor. I chose psychology because I enjoy the study of people, but I don't enjoy the clinical side of psychology. Like, it's not that terribly interesting. However, being able to say, you know, oh, this person has schizophrenia, or this person has X disorder or Y disorder is pretty cool, actually. It's kind of a, it's one of those weird flexes you kind of can have or develop. Huh. This thing is starting to look quite interesting, in my opinion. I just think it's so flat because of these mud bricks. This texture is a little something. But yeah, psychology. Yeah, I chose it because I like people and the study of people, and I found it very, very interesting when I was studying it. The annoying thing about psychology is that it's kind of filled with some of the worst in college. But then again, it was a minor, it wasn't a major, so I didn't have to bother with most of those said worst of the worst. Okay, so I just realized I cannot do that because that blocks the big window, and we don't want to block that. Opinion on unethical psychologists. What do you consider an unethical psychologist? How do we make this not suck? I don't fully know yet. You know what? Perhaps some mild tomfoolery here. The guy who did the study forcing people to torture someone blindfolded, but they weren't actually torturing anyone, it was fake. I think that, so you're talking about things like the Milgram shock experiment and Philip Zimbardo's prison experiment, Stanford prison experiment stuff. You know what? I think sometimes it is necessary to push the boundary of what psychology can figure out and understand with cases like that. Do I think it is something that should happen often? Not necessarily, but I also do think it does need to happen. Because without these psychological experiments, we wouldn't know a lot about humanity and how humans work as a species. So it's one of the necessary evils of understanding people, I would say. But it does suck when real people are impacted by these things, unfortunately. Just taking a look at the design. Oh, I might have made an oopsie here by making this balcony thing. That's why. This is not exactly lore accurate, and by lore accurate, it's not exactly what I was basing it on. But yeah, no, we cannot cover the eye. It just cannot happen. There was one where they tested a baby to see if you can purposely create fears, and they made the baby have a fear of white fluffy stuff. Well, I don't know if experimenting on infants is that useful, or babies, because being a baby is a very short time in your life. So if you create trauma in that time, it's very hard to really be exact about why and what created said trauma. So I don't think that one is very useful. That's where you kind of lose the plot, in my opinion. Chat, maybe we might be making some renovations here. Maybe we just cut this whole thing down. Maybe there is no in-between spot. I'll keep a catwalk for the time being, perhaps, but... in which case, these need to come down. So you're saying babies are useless. Gotcha. Babies are useless until they become a little bit older. What has a baby ever done? Think about it. Bitch moan and fucking eating shit. That's all babies do. Until further knowledge is acquired. Bro said that and thought he did something. You were once a baby. Hey, you were once a baby? Yes! And guess what I was? Fucking useless! Okay, but imagine what you would have to do to create fear of white fluffy stuff in an adult. Make an explosive cloud that rains fire on your house. That's pretty easy, I feel like. You can create fears in adults very easily. As long as you create a traumatic experience. God, I hate how that doesn't work. No. Maybe it doesn't have to. Maybe this right here will be some sort of a... maybe this will be a bookstore in this area. Who knows? Something like that. Now, I'm not entirely sure where we go from this spot. What do we do here? I wonder if I make another arch to the top. That might work. Because technically, I'm supposed to. And then... or do I just make a bigger arch on the second floor? Nope, it's just a bigger arch on the second floor. So, okay, I've done this a bit wrong, but it's okay. We'll figure that out. We must trial and error as usual. Hey Nico, so basically there's this new residence that I'm going to on Thursday. Because in the previous one I had serious problems with people. How do I not commit these mistakes in the new college residence? Well, it's not... you can't really plan for that. Having problems with people always has to do with the individual person you're having problems with, okay? Josh over here might like a clean house, but Jabarkus over there might like a very dirty house. You know, Shaniqua over there might be an astrophysicist who likes to leave her brainstorms on the whiteboard for hours upon end, while Dana likes to wipe the whiteboard every time she uses it, you know? So, with all these things in mind, you can't really plan to not have issues with people. Just, I guess the one thing you can do is lay ground rules, and before you move in with someone, you know, talk about what you guys can and cannot do in this household that you live in. Sort of the only way to avoid conflict is by setting ground rules and sticking to said ground rules. Because otherwise, it don't really matter. Okay. Now with this in mind, we have small arch and big arch. Not too bad at all. And then we don't even really have to fucking... Yeah, this is actually... Yeah. Yeah. I do approve of this message. You know what? If we're gonna be lagging anyway, I'm putting on some fucking music. My laptop be damned. You need some big roof beams? Yeah, that's fine. Seriously, I don't remember the password. I'm going to crash the fuck out. Wow, my laptop is 1,000,000,000 degrees. I actually can't even hold the fingerprint scanner thing. Alright, no music, fuck it. We're continuing the way we were. Things want to break, we shall not fucking use them. But yeah, Bazi mentioned roof beams. Is that a dog? Yeah, it was. Okay. You are not allowed in here. I only let the Enderman in because of Black History Month. Do not think that you all get a pass here. Same with the dog. It's Black History Month. Oh my god. What was I doing? Good, your career is over, sorry. Oh. If I'm gonna get canceled, you best believe it's gonna be... You know what? You guys have no idea what I've been doing on the side, have you? Oh dear. Let's just say... The Epstein files might have some surprising names very soon. Nico files when? Probably never. Honestly, I don't do anything that I haven't done anything that's even worth canceling me for. Like if I actually like sat and thought of everything I've done in my life, like what are they gonna get me for? Fucking committing multiple war crimes? Like, I'm not the first one to do that, you know? There's been many times. There are many people who commit war crimes on a daily basis, you know? I'm sure Markiplier has committed a few. Actually, that's genuinely my biggest fear is that Markiplier gets canceled. Because if he does, we're all cooked. It's all over. It's like the one YouTuber that I don't think I could hit stomach. Ah, yes, another creeper. Where did you come from? Oh, you guys are coming from upstairs. Okay. Hmm. I'm building so slowly today, and I don't care. It's actually insane. I hope this footage actually doesn't look terrible, because if it looks terrible and I did all this, and I have to redo it, I might have to actually get canceled. Markiplier allegedly cheated the 1020 FNAF 2 gameplay. Who gives a fuck, dude? If it took you 10 years to figure it out, then welcome to statute of limitations is way past for that. Cheated the 1020 mode. Yeah, I'm sure you guys want to know a little secret? If you've ever seen a 100 days video on YouTube, 99% of them not 100 days. 99% of them probably died in the middle somewhere. There's no coincidence that people like Forge Labs make one video per month and the other 100 days heads make them every 10 seconds, because some of them aren't very truthful about how they're going about it. Nico, how do you handle friendships as an adult? Okay, I'm gonna re-say that. Nico, how do you handle Imagine stuttering, then trying to redo something, and stuttering again. Nico, how do you handle friendships as an adult? Like, find the time and not forget about people, even though they don't reach out first either. Yeah, that's just... I'm not better at that than anyone else is, honestly. It is really difficult. Especially when you're at a time when... Like, for me, trying to... you know, pursue a passion and a dream, it really is just, it's hard. It's not an easy task, not at all. And sometimes friendships do very much suffer with that. All you can really do is just try your best to, you know, reach out and do things with people. Because I promise you, most people are not also just like, most people aren't consciously saying, oh, I don't want to hang out with this person. Like, I've said no to my one friend, Sebastian, brother, I love you, but I just genuinely can't hang out 90% of the time. I say no to him so often that I'm like, honestly, I wouldn't ask me to hang out either. But I just can't. You know what I mean? It's just sort of how life is sometimes. So all you can do is try your best to maintain your friendships and reach out. You also can't really be mad when they don't work out, though, in a lot of ways. Or if you start missing out on a lot of the fun they're having. So, yeah. I should just get more scaffolding. I don't know why I'm making this hard on myself. Laziness is the killer of innovation, I think. And my slow legs are the killer of me getting this video done in time. Where the hell is my horse again? Did I leave it up there again? Or did Gustavo just wander off into the distance? Nope, I just left him there as usual. And again, I've forgotten why I'm here. Why am I here? Does anybody ever know why I'm anywhere? Scaffolding. Oh my god. I think that's enough. Early onset dementia be like? Nah, dude, it's just the math of trying to stream, build, and talk at the same time. Honestly, there are times I wish I had dementia just so I could have an excuse for it. Actually, no, I don't think I ever wished that upon myself. But yeah, let's continue this anyway. Did I make this one too short? I did. Thank God I did not continue that. Okay, let me go with that. How do we get down? What am I building? I'm building a concentration camp. No, I'm building a library. Okay. So, we sort of have this arch situation going. Now, the real question is, do I just continue it all the way to the end? Because it kind of does work. I think it kind of makes sense for me to do it all the way back. Yeah, you know what? Kind of thought it was a church. Honestly, this thing might have been a church at some point. Like the, oh, well, not this, but the one I'm basing it on. Okay. I'm gonna try and do this to the end. Just because... Oh. Well, that's a fucking problem. The door is gonna be struck by it. Okay, so we can't do it to the end. Actually, there might be a different issue anyway. Actually, no, it doesn't reach. Okay, that's fine. So if it's not till the end, I guess we do a different design. On the side, let's see, what can we do around the side? Oh my god, I love stairs, guys. Not very sure. Not sure at all, actually. Okay. One idea I have is we sort of make the second floor shorter, but we kind of can't because this is gonna be open. Make a staircase. We could do a staircase of sorts. Let's try it. Let's see, if you do like a staircase, well, not here per se, but it would need to give me a little bit of a platform either way. So we need to be two like this, then see, again, it covers this fucking eye. Because if you come in here, you don't even see it. Unless I nuke the entrance and change how it looks from the... I could nuke the entrance and give it a single door. And then you come in right here. But that would look stupid. I've come to the conclusion that I absolutely hate this idea, but we're gonna keep it here for now. I feel like a better staircase would be right here, honestly. Like a triple staircase here or something. Okay, it just needs to be one further back. And then we send it upwards. Oh, no way. Is it perfect? We have to go with this. We officially have to go with this. Yep. Yep. Okay. Now that is some delicate fuckery right there. Run that. Actually, this needs to stay there. Now, the other thing I might consider... like maybe the center one is a different wood kind or something. I wish I could put carpets on the stairs. Actually, there's probably a mod for that, but I'm not doing it. And this abomination can go away. Ooh, that looks cool. Looks like an eye. Or two eyes, rather. And then... now comes the interesting part of... see, I don't want this to be covered, so I guess... nah. Honestly, it can just be as simple as that. It doesn't really need to be... oh, you know what? There we go. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. It doesn't really work in this spot, but... does it have to is a question. I mean, honestly, this can be covered because no one sees it now. And then the bottom of this actually doesn't need to exist either. This is going to be like a secret passage of some sort. I'll figure it out later. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That makes things a lot nicer in my opinion. And then up here doesn't have to be anything extravagant per se. Now, gremlin under the stairs. What if we do make a gremlin under the stairs? What if there's like a villager under there that is just permanently locked there? Or maybe a witch. Maybe a witch. I don't know. Could be interesting. Now. Jesus, I just realized this hard drive is getting blasted with hot air. Probably not the best idea. Now, let's see. Let's see, what's next? I still am not completely convinced with what to do with this area right here. It might be as simple as just doing a wood out, like a wood railing of sorts. That doesn't look bad, actually. I don't love what it does here, but... Okay, we have that going. And then... same thing can happen in this area. Yeah, screw it. We're doing that. You know what? On these walls, we're going to do paintings. That's what we're going to do. That would look nice. Alright, so now we have this going. I have visions of a huge chandelier. I don't know why, but I do. The question is where that chandelier would go. Should have trapped the Enderman and put it under the stairs. Bro, how is this poor bastard going to fit under here? He's 3 blocks tall. Alright. I didn't realize you still had this much outlining to do for this building. In any case, now I think it becomes a little bit more simple here. Because all I need is a railing of sorts. No, I'm not loving it, but there's got to be something different about this area. Is he 3 blocks tall in a boat? We're not putting the Enderman there, bro. Oh. Guys, we gotta end stream. Felix 4510, we're just blasted. I'm kidding. I would never. Unless someone donates $500 right now to end stream immediately. Just to spite Chaotic. I mean, sure, whatever you guys say. Nico, if I start for our world, which mod should I use? The mods in my mod pack, because they, for the most part, you can remove any of those mods and your world will not be corrupted. Mod pack is in the description of the stream. I feel like maybe a red glass pane railing or glass railings of some sort. Maybe the holes to disrupt the open floor plan. I don't know. I mean, panes would be at least more interesting and different. Now, how does one fix these problems? With scaffolding, of course. Where is my scaffolding? Now there is a argument to be made about nice. Now something has gone atrociously wrong there. Now let's see if this looks the way it's supposed to. I mean, if you get rid of the thing, it doesn't block the eye at any point. Well, only when you get up there, but could just make it one higher. Or I don't, and just do this. Okay, so the eye's not fully... Like, that thing is bothering me so much, but the eye's not fully covered or anything, and that way we have sort of a way to... Oh, guys, I've just discovered the jackpot. Jackpot has been discovered. The same way we make this arch here, we do that for every time we have one of these pillars. So you'll see what happens just real quick. Let me get rid of this thing from up here. Okay. So we do... You also got a torch in my hand. I can't see shit. No, wait. Wrong spot. Okay. So, we need you and you. Actually, no. Wait. How does this work again? It extends one. It goes up one like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay. My boots are gonna get cooked. And then we run that back. I did miss one, you're right. Okay. And then we run it back. Okay. I think we did it, right? I think this is what the full... Oh my god, get out of the way. Please. Alright, let's come back here and yeah, I like that. I actually really like that. That gives it so much more texture. It doesn't cover the eye. This thing is coming along very nicely. We have to figure out what to do to break this spot right here. Once again, without covering the eye. It's very difficult. Build a mass chandelier too. The chandelier, that's the other thing. I don't know where the chandelier would go. The chandelier would have to hang from the ceiling somewhere, but lighting is an issue for a different day, I think. One second, guys. I must grab some water. All right, chat. Oh, I left. I didn't. Okay. How'd the camera move with no one there? Needn't you worry how the camera moved with no one there. Camera has a mind of its own. Now. What do we have in terms of lights? This is lanterns and what's it called, right? What the fuck is this thing? A pitcher plant? Interesna. Alright. Ah, shit, I didn't end stream before Fiata got here. God damn it. Let's see. Hi Nico, can you give me advice, a male perspective? When my boyfriend gets stressed, he shuts down for a while. He won't communicate. It makes me sad. And it makes me sad. I can't understand him not wanting my support. I need you to understand, Janie, that is not about you, okay? That is about the way he copes with his everyday life. Like for me, when I get stressed out, sometimes I need to be nonverbal and just think about what is happening. Other times I want to vent, but it's just a way he copes, and it might not be, you might not understand it, but it's part of who he is, and if you want to stay with him, you know, you need to accept that. No matter how sad it makes you, okay? Because trust me, it's not about you. Just people have different love languages and ways of coping. And maybe he doesn't need that type of love language from you, you know? Something I've noticed about the chiseled bookshelves, they only have one side, whereas the normal ones have two sides. I don't know if this information is useful right now, but yeah. I heard a spider drop somewhere. Nikos needs to start charging for these therapy lessons. He'd make bank. Dude, honestly, if I could legally do that, I'd probably do it. Madeleine Carpentier with the 14 Canadian. Hey Nico, I discovered your channel pretty recently. I just wanted to say thanks for helping de-stress from uni. Thanks for making cool bits. Thank you very much for the donation. You're very kind. Now we must continue. And for the kind words, of course. What was I doing? I keep forgetting what I'm doing, bro. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out how to make this not suck. I'm going full monkey brain right now. It's just not working. You know another thing I realized? If I'm gonna end these arch things here, I need to make one for the end of this. I know that makes zero sense to you guys, but it makes all the sense in the world to me. So you're just gonna have to bear with me while I figure things out through these happy little accents I make. I'm starting to play songs that I would play normally during stream. Ah, we have a half slab. My favorite problem to have. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Oh, God. I never understood this. Why did Mojang do that with the half slabs? I never understood it. Like, why can you just not use two different half slabs together? Alright, you know what we're not doing? What I just said we were doing. I'm objectively canning that idea. Also, I may have forgotten one of the blocks. Maybe that's why it's bothering me. You know what? It's... Oh! I know. I understand the mathematics now. I understand what must be done. Wait, what? That's an interesting glitch. Anyway. Aha! I fooled you, game. I fooled you into making your shit look good. Alright. Now we're looking proper. The bottom floor looks a little empty now, but it doesn't matter. Okay, because this looks good. Temporary hole here. Nah. Not what I was thinking. My armor will break. I have 65 durability on these boots. It is not breaking. As I'm breaking 3, which means it has like 100 plus durability. Now. I'm not fully sure what to do with this spot either. There is potential for at least one more of these arches. Just debating whether it's worth. Because this one is perfect. Wait. Again, let me see how many I can do. This is 1, 2, 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. See, I wouldn't be able to do that last one regardless. Wait, actually? Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. Okay. The only other thing I can possibly think I do here is the cardinal sin which is covering this fucking arch. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. Let's not be big poopers and try things. Also, is a stone cutter even worth for fences? No, it is not. I mean, this definitely covers this shit. But it doesn't have to be that. I don't even necessarily think that does it. I don't think that fixes it. I think it makes it worse. Let's get out of here. Okay. I'm a little tired of thinking of this, so let's move on to a different thing. We'll figure out the outlines later. I want to figure out what these little cubbies are gonna look like. For right now, the working idea is that I guess I could do enchanting tables in each one of these, right? Instead of doing this, because these need to be functional for Minecraft. We don't need these to be a one-to-one for. Yeah, we do not. And we can also do them as chiseled ones, but they would only work on one side. I don't like these anymore. Maybe I'll do them on the second floor or something. Who knows? Maybe second floor gets elite knowledge or something. See, this kind of work. I mean, it's not the prettiest thing, but it does work. And that's how those ones go. And then the second floor can... Oh, you know what? Maybe this floor is only chiseled ones. Because the chiseled ones can kind of just sit, like, around these windows. And they only have to face one direction. And it'll look somewhat interesting. Right? And then I can even actually extend it by one. Okay, that's an idea. So put desk in the library. That is gonna go around there. What looks weird? One row of booms sticking out. Oh, that... Well, I'm not done with that design yet. My face? You know what? So what if my face looks weird? Maybe that's how I like it. Maybe that was the objective all along. But you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know because you're not a distinguished gentleman like I am. But it's okay, Vazzy. It's okay. It's okay to be a plebeian. You know what I need? Bookshelves. Okay. And we just copy this over yonder. Okay. I mean, we're starting to fill this place up. It's starting to look somewhat interesting. Holy shit. I missed all your streams over Christmas break, so happy belated Christmas, mate. Luca with the 100 Australian. Holy, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. You did not have to give me that much money. That is a lot of money. To be fair, I don't know. I didn't really stream that much over Christmas. So, it's on me anyway. Let's see. Yes, W's in the chat for Luca. Bro is actually goated with the sauce. Now. What do we do here? Ooh! Chat, I think I came up with an idea. It does break the symmetry here. But, what if we have a hidden bookshelf door right here? I can just fill this to the top. Or something like that. Then this middle one is like a piston extender door. Oh my god, I always have these hopes for redstone in buildings that are not big enough for redstone. Like, there's not enough room for this shit. But you know what? We might make it work. We might make it work. But this is this might be a little ambitious for right now. Right now we're just trying to get the design of the place down. Now, yeah, I guess here it could go enchanting tables or lectern. Oh, you know what? Maybe I do lecterns. Maybe I actually do lecterns because I can bring villagers here and force them to. Well, okay, I'm not gonna force any villagers to do anything. Let's be real here. Lecterns in this particular case would be sort of because I don't really need that many enchanting tables. Like I could make maybe one of these an enchanting room. But I mean, I could have villagers trade finally for stuff. You know, for good books and things. I think I've played enough without exploring that mechanic. So I could get 6 villagers that are nice for that. Nope, we cannot do that. Okay. I'm not really sure about the second floor just yet. In any case, let's see. We can also come down here and start playing around with these rooms, which these kind of just need desks and stuff. We'll do some scaffolding as a mock desk for now. But I'm thinking like desks, stairs, like large desks that are actually no, wait, we do some on the windows perhaps. Actually, I forgot to finish these. No, wait, no. This is a lie. This is an objective lie because I wanted to put books. I wanted to put bookshelves around here. So let's use these for the sake of the argument right now. Yeah, we do that, and then we would put. Say, let's fully cover this one side just for the sake of the argument now. Something like this, right? Doesn't really matter. And then it would be a desk in the middle. So you need chair, double desk, there, desk, desk, desk. Actually, no, chair would go here. Chair would go here again. Another one more here, and like this. Okay, it's like a big research desk. Then more bookshelves along this spot. Allegedly. No. Nope. Nope, it's not enough room. So what we do instead, we make a big desk. Make one big triple desk where everyone gets to sit. It's like a big group project type desk. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a 6-seater desk. There's 2 blocks on each side. Perfection is achieved. That's how we're doing it. That is how we're doing it. Something like this. It's not going to be exact, but this is, yeah. I don't know if I'm filling the whole thing with bookshelves. It's going to have more decorations and stuff. But at the very least, we have that outlined. And then we can duplicate that on the other side or make a different type of seating area on the other side, perhaps. But we're going to make that out of oak. So, give me some oak wood. We need some stairs. Need some slabs. And then perhaps even some logs. Kind of table where you swipe everything off and you put a map and explain your plan to everyone. Exactly. Exactly the point. So. And we're going to have like obnoxious ass chairs too. We're going to do like Oh wait, what door can I use? Probably. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, we're doing these kinds of chairs. And then let's make a couple of doors just to see. And some trapdoors. A couple more of those. Oh, nope. The only problem is it's not centered to the actual windows, but I don't think that really matters in this case. Maybe not those, but I do want those tall chairs, right? And then here we could do like signs. How's the laptop temp doing? You know what? I'm not gonna even look because I have a feeling that it might be a little scary. Don't you worry your pretty little head, Vazzy. Don't you worry. Yeah, those could be library chairs. Why not? And then here in the middle, put 3 oak logs. Might even strip the oak logs, who knows? But do that. Get me some more planks. Boom. Don't do this to me like this. Seriously, so we can't have... Okay, guess we're not having things for these chairs. And actually, instead of these doors, we're doing more trapdoors. Even more expensive wood-wise. How does one do this again? Awesome sauce. Get rid of you. Boom. And then can nuke this little operation here. Something like this. And now this middle thing, yeah, yeah, I like that. Now this is one of the planning tables. Yep. All right, well, at the very least, we do have some sort of outlining done. We have quite a bit of these repeatable things going. You know what? Maybe it is worth making them all tall chairs. Let's do it like this. Let's be nice and do it like this. Let's be nuts with it. How many do I need? I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's me oak logs? Sponge boy me Bob, where have you put me oak logs? Well, actually, no. I don't want to do more just yet. Oh, come on. All right. And now we got this going, and over here we're gonna have like item frames with books and stuff. We're gonna put, I don't know, possibly candles, who even knows. But that's gonna look nice. We're gonna replace all these, you know, monotonous bookshelves with other things as well. Then we're gonna go on the second floor, do more of that. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Figure out how to make this not terrible. Duplicate there, and then we're gonna pretty much have our library in no time, ladies and gentlemen. But I think for now, I'm going to end everything off here. So thank you all so much for watching this live stream. Really hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Good night and good luck, everybody.